Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Critique Corner with me, DB Fastbinder.
And me, Daniel Parker. And of course, we have a special show tonight. We've got a returning guest with us, Edwin Acevedo. Of course, comic book writer, creator of such great comics as The Ace, Volumes 1 and 2.
Yep.
Right there.
I'd love to see that Joe Ball cover. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's, of course, got a new comic book out that's currently being funded called Raid of the White Leopard. So, Edwin, welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Hey, Chengiz, good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull up the campaign page.
Right. There it is.
So I've got a bunch of questions lined up. I guess the first one is, what is a fundmycomic.com? I hadn't heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's a new crowdfunding site by Luke Stone and a couple of his partners. They ended up launching, I think, maybe 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
It's like a new, open kind of platform for everybody to come on in, basically because of everything that's going on with Indiegogo. Some of these other sites banning certain creators. Just want to give people a space where they can go and just get their books up. No gatekeeping. Everybody basically has an open opportunity to make their books happen. So yeah.
Well, that's interesting because Indiegogo was always the go-to for Comicscape, but it sounds like they've kind of gone down the dark path.
Yeah, sadly, a lot of campaigns are getting shadow banned. There's no real communication going from the Indiegogo side to tell people if there's something going on with the campaigns that they need to fix or whatever. It's been really weird the last 6 months or so. So, obviously people are looking for other alternatives, and this one has popped up. Like I said, the last couple of months, Luke's actually been working on it probably for a lot longer than that. It's been going through, beta and all that kind of stuff, probably for a year maybe. So yeah, he kind of got everything ready to launch and launched it 3-4 months ago now. You got creators like myself and Dillard trying to get on this new platform, trying to get eyes on it, and hopefully helping to grow it.
Yeah, it looks like you're almost funded here, so that's excellent.
Yeah, super close.
Yeah. And hey, Ninja, good to see you.
What up, Ninja?
Got the regular crowd around.
Yeah. No, it's good to have that. It's we got another platform to crowdfund our books because like you were saying with because Indiegogo has been really shaky with a lot of campaigns lately, and Kickstarter has been kind of but yeah, I mean it'll be interesting to see. I've got kind of given some thought to having some of my books on here too. So,
might as well.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this is, one of my least favorite things about Indiegogo is actually the campaign setup page.
Mm-hmm.
They just have a lot of stuff. The cropping of images is like a nightmare. Stuff like just little things that just make it harder. This was super easy. I had pretty much the campaign set in an hour. And
wow.
I was able to kind of go and tweak it along. And then I love that they allow you to set up a day to start it. So I set up a specific time and day to start it, and it launched automatically. And now it's going to have a set day to end. So I don't have to worry about that either. It basically runs itself for the 90 days that it's going. So that's been super smooth. And also you can reach out to the people running it, and they can get back to you with answers, which is also another plus. So,
yeah. Always nice dealing with a small platform.
Yeah, indeed.
So I kind of jumped the gun with the first question I had when Daniel sent me the link this morning. But for those in the audience who might not have watched last year's show, want to give yourself a quick introduction?
Yeah. So my name is Edwin Acevedo. I am a writer and creator. I've been doing comics now probably the last 3-4 years. Put out the Ace Volume 1 and 2 over on Indiegogo. I put out Bloodbone, a little ash can through PayPal, and now I'm here launching Raid of the White Leopard on this new site, Fund My Comic.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. When I got the link this morning, I was a little surprised, outside of where it was at, that it was a new thing instead of Ace Volume 3. So tell us about Raid of the White Leopard.
Ace Volume 3 is coming. I'm
Excellent.
launching it in September, so that's been in the works right now. I'm just going through pages and having guys finish up more art and stuff before I start revealing it. But yeah, Raid of the White Leopard, something I worked on a couple of years ago. One of my main dreams coming up is to get published by a major kind of comic book company. Alterna's been a company that's been doing it for over 10 years now, and they publish a lot of they've been in stores. They have a website where you can go and grab the issues, and they have also open submissions, which is a big plus. So I pitched them a short story for their anthology series called They Came Out on a Wednesday, and Peter accepted the submission, and so it was published a couple of years ago, probably like a year and a half ago. It came out on a Wednesday, number 18. So yeah, it's the first 7 pages of the story. Kind of sets up the table, introduces you to the Vikings, and basically has a little twist ending that kind of leads to more. And that's kind of like the genesis of it.
Yeah, so I'm really digging this cover here. That's what his name is escaping me.
Donald DeLay.
That's it, Donald DeLay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, colors by Alan Alonso, How Comics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of colors, I noticed that the interiors were black and white. So is that just be consistent with it came out on a Wednesday, or is this new art?
No, I just thought Avery does colors, the artist on the book. He does good colors. He colors stuff for Phil, Lost Pages, the People stories. But once I got the first kind of set of pages from the story, with the gray tones and everything, to me, especially that page there, to me, it didn't need anything else. Like, to me, I just thought like messing with this would be like a crime, really. I just thought I don't want to touch this. This sets up the atmosphere, the tone of the book. Everything about this book is on that one page. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just rock it like this.
Yeah, it looks great. Like you can just about count the beard hairs.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't need anything else. So it grabs you right away. So I'm like, you know what? This is how it should look. So that's kind of how we went with it.
So, what's your elevator pitch for Raid of the White Leopard?
Yeah, so Raid of the White Leopard is the story of a band of Viking raiders who get caught up in a storm and wash up on a mysterious island. That's kind of like the hook of the story. I wanted to do like a Viking story with a twist, basically. So if you read the first kind of part of this, you see, it's a Viking tale, and then you follow along until the last page, and then something happens that it's revealed, and you go, "Oh, okay. Well, how does this make sense? How does this play out?" And then you kind of come with the second part of the story, which introduces you to a lot of the inhabitants of this island, which include the White Leopard. There, you can see.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
Incredible page, man. I saw that back. I was like, "Whoa, this is serious here."
Yeah, who's doing the interiors again?
This is Avery Butterworth.
Yeah, this is an excellent job. I like the Kirby crackle on here, and so this is the aesthetic of the island is really making me think of like an Atlantis or something like that, where it's like old timey, but kind of ancient looking, but also very futuristic.
Yeah, a
Because
little
like
bit.
that doesn't look like a typical weapon there.
Yeah. That's the fun thing of taking all these different kind of themes and stuff that doesn't exactly go together. Like even Avery, when he read the script and stuff, and he has some questions about it. I was like, yeah, no, well, I know. This is gets explained in the story. So I want you to question it and see like, all right, how does this make all sense? You got pirates, you got all this stuff that ties in together. So yeah, definitely want you to ask some questions. Hopefully we'll answer them in a fun way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. let's take a quick look through here for the different contributions people can do. Of course, there's always the tip jar option, minimum of $1, but that's lame because then you don't actually get to read the comic. So
Yeah.
so let's take a look at our different tiers here. So let's see here. Do you want to go over this or?
So the first one's the PDF, which is $12. Actually, did a thing where if you signed up for like the mailing list, you'll get like a coupon code. So it'll actually be around like $9 if you use the coupon code. So I think it's a good deal for a PDF. And the first tier there's the book. So it's 15 plus 5 shipping US. Like I said, you can use the coupon code on that also. So it brings it to about 17 shipped. Which again is a good price, especially if we unlike the stretch goals and everything.
Oh, just $2 for shipping? Or did I mishear that?
It's $5. Well, $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard 17 and was thinking that doesn't even cover media mail.
Then we did like a specific Canadian shipping just because we had a little bit of a glitch with our backer, so we just kind of wanted to present that option. But yeah, everything kind of got fixed up. But it's always good to be safe than sorry, so we just kind of added that there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had the 2-book tier for 25, saves you a couple of bucks on it. And like I said, you can use the coupon code on any of these, so it does save you a couple extra bucks. So.
Nice. And then we know there are a lot of tiers that have already been sold out.
Yeah, so we did a couple sketch card bundle tiers where you have a sketch card by an artist and then also the book is attached to it. Headbummed by Shelby Robertson, Joe Ball, Brandon Diaz, and Avery himself did one. Those are all sold out. We do have a couple left. One by Simon Simpotier, who did one, and then Michael Beacon, who also did one. Those are still available there. So you get some nice art plus the book for
Nice.
And then we also have original pages of art. I have all the Viking pages, which is the main story that was published in Alterna, and then I think there's 5 left of those for $150, and they're super detailed. Like I said, Avery does most of it traditional. He only acts the gray tones and the little zipatone stuff after. As you can see there, you see all the detail in the beards and everything. He draws all that. So
that's
beautiful
insane.
pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
That's
this
incredible.
is excellent art.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed the Abai Canales art in this one, but this feels like a step up from that even.
Yeah, like everything that I do, I want it to be different, like different type of story, different type of art. There's nothing like that's the same. I don't find that interesting to do the same stuff. If I want to do the same, I'll add it to the Ace or I'll add it to Bloodbone, I like everything to be different. Yeah, it's kind of what we do. Each a different style, different format, all that kind of stuff. It makes it more fun for me. That way, when I come back to something like Ace, I have fresh eyes for it. I'm like re-energized. Because I've been doing something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's easy to get in a rut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry,
betting that this Brandon Diaz one I sold out fast.
Yeah,
just because I can see here grayscale. That's a nice pinup.
Yeah, so we put up 3 the first day, initial launch, and they all sold down the first hour. So and even somebody grabbed the page original art in the first couple of hours that we launched. So
that's
awesome response. Now we're just trying to get to that little extra. We're like $100-something bucks away from getting funded. So
yeah, you are very close. So
yep.
So everybody out there, you're watching this. Let's get this funded. Let's get on it, guys.
Yeah. And then once we get it funded, I'll show off the art for the first stretch goal, which is at 3,000. And I think people are gonna dig the art. It's a really fun piece. So like I said, we still got some more fun stuff. We got a couple of stretch goals there that already have art that's already in the stash and stuff. Because I already I do a lot of my projects ahead of time. That's why it takes a little bit, Like I said, with the Ace, it won't launch until September, but I already have a cover. I already have a bunch of art. I'm just kind of getting more where I'm comfortable, and then we can put it out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of operate the same way. Yeah, it's just get as much art, get as much of the book done as possible, or what you want in the book done that will really show off the book for the campaign and everything, and then launch. Yeah.
Yep, and of course, if anyone's worried, fulfilled 3 comics. I only have the 2.
Yep. Three comics all fulfilled to everybody. So you'll get this one. The book is completely finished. I'm just working on the proof file now. Excuse me. I sent out for a proof, but it needed tweaks. So we were kind of giving, the shipping's not until November, which is like, I like to get it out sooner than that, but it gives me time to kind of play around with the proof and make sure everything is right. Because it has to look right on top of like everything else. That's a whole nother process that a lot of people don't know. Like, like you gotta talk to these printers and make sure that they, that you gotta go over everything and make sure that they're doing everything right that they should. So, you gotta take your time with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then you get into fulfillment, and that's a whole other beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta start packing up the apartment with Geminis and bags and boards and stuff again.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that there was some bonus material. What kind of bonus material were you looking at?
Yeah,
Or is that a
Avery
secret?
Avery did a lot of awesome like character sketches and stuff. He drew like a bunch of the Vikings and a lot of like their armor and stuff. Like he's super like detailed stuff. Like mostly you get character sketches, they'll do like a simple one, and but this is like top tier stuff. So I wanted to include that with the book because I just think like his art just leaps off the page. So even like the character designs and the armor and all that kind of cool stuff looks great on the page. So
yeah, whoever gets this page is a lucky guy.
yeah, that's probably my favorite page of the whole book. I just think it captures. If you want to know about it, like in one panel, it's that panel there. I think it just captures everything about the story.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's great about those pages is like when you zoom into like some of the panels and stuff, you get little clues and hints about what's going on. So it's great.
Right, this is definitely giving me some Ancient Aliens or Atlantis vibes here.
Yeah, just a lot of fun stuff. Like I had just a blast. Every time I'd get like a new page back, I would just kind of look over it and just kind of see like, all right, what's he putting in here? So yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned that this is a little bit of a mishmash. What was your inspiration for this story?
Initially, I had the idea of wanting to do like a Viking book, but I wanted to do it with a twist. I didn't want to just do like a traditional Viking. Nothing against that. I like comics, and to me, comics have to have like a bit of a superhero element to them, even if it's like a small way. It's not like it doesn't have to be like a full like cape and cowl and all that kind of stuff, but it has to have like for me to be interested in it. So I came up with the idea of this. What would I like to see for a Viking tale? So I just started coming up. Big fan of 13th Warrior stuff like that. So I came up with this idea of these Vikings after a successful raid, and then the gods basically upend them, and then they wash up on an island. And I think like that's cool, but what happens on the island? And I'm thinking to myself, and then I came up with the ending, basically the last panel of the story, and I was like, all right, that can lead to things. I can branch out from there. Or I can just leave it like that. If nobody likes the story, then it's just like a fun little 7-page, whatever, it doesn't really, it's still fun. It's still great art. But yeah, people dug it. Some of the people that read it, I got some feedback that they liked it. So I was all right, cool. They like it. And then I got some time as I worked on Ace and Bloodbone to kind of work on the second half of the story, which is like, all right, what's the island about? Who's the White Leopard? All these questions that I had in my head also, that are natural to ask, when you hear Raid of the White Leopard, or what is this, So, because I had like the name came to me like that. Like the moment I had the book, I just thought when I came up with the initial story of like, just like the Vikings get caught up in a storm and all, I thought like Raid and then the leopard part was just got added a little later. So like I knew like once it came together, I was like, all right, now I know who the White Leopard is. And so we kind of introduce you to him. We introduce you to some of the island and some of the mystery surrounding it. We add in some pirates, and all just kind of came together for like the second half.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a very evocative title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a little bit mystery. Is the White Leopard rating, or is he being rated?
Yeah, this is at least a whole bunch of questions. I love the logo by how he killed it with the logo also.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's just like I said, a lot of mystery, a lot of surprises.
This is
And
one
like
of
I
those
said, something
pages.
completely different. Yeah.
This is one of those web pages that's responsive, so you can't actually can't actually zoom in too much. But cursed web 2.0.
Yeah.
Thinking of mobile people.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has that Norse look to it. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you got the dragon's head over here. That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've been peppering Edwin with questions. Daniel, do you have anything to?
Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything. So the book's done. So once the campaign's finished and everything, what kind of turnaround are you looking at for the printing and fulfillment and all that?
I'm hoping for like September, October.
Okay.
We basically put it to November just to be safe because I experienced some delays with the Ace Volume 2. So
Yeah.
just kind of give yourself a little bit of more of a buffer just in case things go sideways. But then I think everything should be pretty good. I think everything's kind of on track, and like I said, it's going to be a smaller book than the like Ace, which took longer to fulfill and stuff. So again, it shouldn't take as much time. And like I said, I'll have a window. It's only running for 90 days, so it ends like in July. So while I'm preparing the Ace, it'll also give me a little extra window there to like get the stuff with Ace kind of more out the way, and then I can just kind of focus on that.
Cool. And like we mentioned before, I mean, already fulfilled 3 comic books, so he delivers.
I'll get them right to you.
Yeah.
Now here's something I often wonder with these crowdfunded books. Now you mentioned this was originally and it appeared on a Wednesday. Is Alterna going to be covering this at any point, or is it just totally you?
No. Cool thing about Alterna is they work supporting kind of indie talent, I guess you'd say. So just because I pitched them the story and stuff, I own the story. It's mine. Yeah, I just kind of submitted it to them so they could have the rights to print it for a specific amount of time. So everything it's mine. I could always revisit them and do something again through them. But I like doing my own thing as a creator. So I want to kind of get these books out and see what I can do for myself. But yeah, I support Alterna and Peter and what they're doing. So there's always I would have like a fun experience working with them through this book. And like I said, they got to check off one of my bucket list items as a kid. Get published by an actual comic book company. And get had a book that had a Kenneth Rockefeller cover. I'm in the credits with him. How cool is that? So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So definitely shout out to Alterna always. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yours.
Yeah. I have a great amount of respect and admiration for Peter Samedi. He's doing great work.
Especially with that nonsense they put him through a few years back.
Oh yeah. God.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
So to kind of follow that up, so this is often something I notice with a lot of these crowdfunding campaigns is there any plan for distribution outside of crowdfunding sites like, say, Amazon, trying to get into comic book shops?
Yeah, I would love to. My idea for Raid is to do basically three books, basically beginning, middle, and end, and then kind of have the whole epic kind of story told, and then So, if we can get everything funded, and, I would love to put out like a big raid, like hardcover official kind of book, and then look to get that in some stores and stuff. I'm inspired with what the Cryptidnals guys, the 656 guys are doing. I bought the Cryptidnals off of Midtown Comics, which I've used forever. So that's like a big deal to me. I would love to be able to have, like a big raid hardcover on a place like Midtown where people can just order it there. And, so yeah, I'd love to do something more collective. But right now it's mostly about just trying to grow an audience, trying to get eyeballs on this stuff. There's a lot of competition out there, and I want to make sure when I'm going for something like that, it's the right project. And I think a collected edition of Raid would definitely be it, because like I said, Ace and Bloodborne are more kind of like ongoing stories. Raid has like a beginning, middle, and end, so I think it's easier to sell.
Yeah.
Right, because I kind of got the impression from the Ace that you've got like a lot of lore and a lot of plans for the future on it.
I want to keep doing Ace until I can't. So.
Yep. So I know it's just reading through here. What's the shark's name? Akula? That's right. Akula. Yeah. Like, I was like, I immediately saw why he was such a fan favorite. Like, I believe on the last campaign you were selling Akula plushies or Akula.
Yeah, keep one by. He's always hanging out. Always hanging out with me. Just
Nice.
got him by the side. Yeah.
How hard was that to set up?
That was super easy. The company Slam Buddies, gave them some art. They, they have their process. They've been doing it for a while. I approved it, and they shipped them out to me. And then, I shipped them out to people. Super simple. I hope to get some more. I'm just trying to get this book funded and kind of get a little kind of higher amount. But yeah, I would definitely want to do some more Slam Buddies. Those are a lot of fun. My niece, was the first one to like grab one and beat it up for a couple of days. So. Yeah. And as a teaser for Ace 3, actually, Akula is back. So
nice.
Anybody who missed Akula, you're gonna get him back in a book 3 to cause more chaos. So.
Well, you kind of got a little sidelined. I guess being arrested will do that to you. Oh, spoiler alert.
A little bit, you gotta, make the people want more, So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing about, like, I always saw Akula as like a, I compare him not to like Spike from Buffy. Like he comes in and out of the story,
Gotcha.
But he's never too far away. He's always in the shenanigans, but he's not like a lead character, but he's always around, and you never know when he's gonna pop up and cause damage. So that's kind of the fun thing about Cool. I can kind of write him in and out as the story entails.
Yeah.
I mean, cyborg shark alien bounty hunter. How can you go wrong with that?
Yeah.
Great. It's so much fun to write. I know Canales loves to draw him, so he had a blast.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
looks like you picked up a couple of new backers since the show started.
Awesome.
Oh, nice. Let's take a look-see.
Yeah. There you are at
43.
95%.
$80 away. Look at that.
Getting close.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're almost there, man. Yeah.
Almost there, like I said. Can't wait to show off the art for the stretch goal. It's a fun piece. It's something completely different, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So, for those watching, does anybody have any questions?
Yeah. Oh, and in case anyone saw it, I posted the link to the campaign in the chat, and it's also in the description. So.
Thanks.
Well, while we wait for any questions to pop in, let's see. So I keep forgetting your interior artist names because Daniel will tell you that I am awful with names at times.
Yeah.
I'm the same. It takes me forever to remember somebody. It's Avery Butterworth.
Avery Butterworth.
Worked on lost pages for Phil Diaz. He does a lot of the people stories. Super talented guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you meet Avery?
I met him through Phil. I was looking for, like I said, an artist to pitch his story to Alterna. And actually, I had owned a page. I still own a page of his original art from the people. He did it in an auction, and I saw it one day. I was like, it's a great price. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab this. So I put it up on my wall. And one day I was thinking of artists that I could hire and stuff. Depending on availability, it could be a little tricky and stuff. I wanted somebody who could jump right on it. And then I was just kind of staring at my wall, and I saw his art, and I was like, he's got like really nice, like the black and whites, the inking, all that kind of stuff. I was like, I wonder how he'd do on a Viking book. And then so I just reached out to him and asked, kind of pitched him the story, and then, he was down with it. And then he sent me like some of the character designs for the Vikings, and it just blew me away, man. I was like, wow, this is perfect. Exactly what I'm thinking in my head. He just put on the page. So I was like, this is it. Let's go. So that's how we got together.
Yeah, he's really reminding me of like an '80s Frank Miller, but with way more detail than Frank ever put into anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess nobody has any questions. So, Edwin, anything else you like to say about the book and everything?
No, I think we covered everything. Like I said, I will be showing off the art once the book gets funded for the first stretch goal, which is going to be a fun. I'm thinking it's going to be a poster of the art. I've been wanting to do a poster for a while. So I think that's going to be, and like I said, it's an artist a lot of people know. It's completely different art from anything on the page, which is also fun. I like to get different artists to do different things for the campaign. And I also have a couple more stretch goals after that I already have art for and stuff that I think will be cool to do. And yeah, aside from that, Ace 3 is coming in September. Stay tuned. I got some big announcements to show off for that also. So.
Nice. So right now, if somebody wanted to pick up some of your other comics, is that kind of on hold until Ace 3 comes out?
No, you can pick up a copy of the Bloodbone Ashcan on my Etsy store. I printed up a very limited amount, so the remaining ones went on my Etsy store. I've sold quite a good number of them. So I think I have like about nine or so left, maybe 9, 10 left. So if you go to Drawn Aces CG Etsy store, you can grab the digital or the physical. They ship the next day. It's a beautiful Ashcan. I don't think I have one in hand right now, but beautiful kind of foil cover. And
let's do this live. What was that again?
It's Drawing Aces. I think it's CG Etsy store. Yeah, look it up. Yeah, drawingacescg.etsy.com. Yeah.
Drawingacescg.etsy.com. Browser didn't like that, so I probably typed something in wrong. So let's do Aces. Thank you, Etsy. Thank you so much.
Yes, yeah. Wonderful search engine here.
One sec, I'll fix this in another browser.
Yeah. Well, while DB's doing that, Edwin, where can people find you on social media?
Yep, you can find me. The best place to follow me is on Twitter. I'm at Edwin Aces. That's where you'll get all the latest news, any sort of art that I drop, any kind of big announcements or anything. That's the place to be.
Right. And I know you got Instagram too.
Yep. You can follow me there if you like to, but mostly I just repost anything I post on Twitter. There we go.
Here we go.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. So Bloodbone.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's like a fun project's got an amazing cover. Like I said, nice foil cover that just like shines. It's beautiful. It's a little ash can introducing you to this awesome badass character. Art by Donald DeLay. So yeah.
I like that, like that goofy expression up there. Kind of looks like Carl from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Just so much fun just letting Donald go loose on this, go nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like supplies are limited. Only 9 left, and 2 of them are sitting in someone's cart right now.
Yeah. Match it up because this won't ever be reprinted in this fashion again. So once these ash cans are sold, they're done.
Nice.
Right.
And you got some nice reviews here too.
Yeah, thank you guys. Much appreciated.
Cool.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of the questions I had in mind. We've interrogated you long enough.
Yeah.
No, it was a pleasure to have you on, as always.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
number one. It was fun.
It's nice to talk about something that actually looks promising for once, instead of talk about the decline of Disney and everything else we ever grew up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta create our own entertainment. You know, we gotta make the books and the stuff that we like because
Exactly.
they ain't making it. They ain't making it. That's long gone. So.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. All right. Well, thank you for everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it as always. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications. Back raid of the White Leopard today. Let's get this book funded, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Have a great night.